I don't know why I'm all of a sudden forgetting what that theme song sounds like. It's like as if I do this every time. All right. So after much consideration, I'm going to give Epic Mickey another run. I've made some tweaks to his leadership deck because honestly, I think he plays kind of best in leadership. I don't think he has the kit necessarily to run justice or aggro really well. Really, not even protection really well. He feels more like a support character, where support characters usually thrive in leadership. Um, so I made some tweaks to his pre-con leadership. Um, it's still a little bit Voltron-y, but it's got other options because his obligation completely ruins Voltron decks. And then I'm going to be partnering with Star, who I haven't played in an odd minute. I kind of miss her, honestly. She's good. She's a fun character. I just don't think she ever got any love in the community like a lot of my dumbass creations. Did I shuffle this? No. Um, I did make one change to Crossbones, who I play a lot. After some feedback from some people I was playing with the other day, they're like, "Hey, why don't you just take Madam Hydra out?" I like the challenge Madam Hydra poses, but I want to try not having her in there. I'm going to keep the side schemes in because they at least provide hazard icons, I think it is, or acceleration, one of the two. I forget off the top of my head. Um, yeah, that's kind of what I'm going to do. This is probably going to be the last one to play for Mickey Mouse before I move on to probably Steel. I need to get the villains in at some point as well. Super Scroll and Vulture. These two right here don't have precons, so at some point I have to make precons for them. I think I've got 2 weeks left of CAS, maybe 3. I don't know. I'd never pay attention to how long the cycles are. I think they're 6 weeks or something like that. I never know. I don't pay attention. Anyways, let's shuffle up and draw hands here. Good God, this hand. Shuffle here. 5, 6. I am wholeheartedly prepared to get rid of everything but paint the town. Actually, I could use suit up first turn. Yeah, I forgot about that. Don't need this necessarily. I know there's 3 of them in the deck, so I don't need that necessarily off the top. Oh, Star. Oh, I should probably draw cards. Haha, probably. All right, what do I got here in Star's hand? Combat training. Where's Soldier? Let's get rid of this. I'm not going to be able to use this until I build up reality counters. Speaking of which. Yes, yes, thank you, Kitty, for meowing at me with all your might. Get rid of this. Why is it the moment I start talking into my stream, you gotta yell at me, kitty cat? You spoiled brat. I got, what did I get? Blood Rage, I got Phil Coulson, and I got Laser Eyes. Yeah, no. I'm not playing with you at 2:45 in the morning and waking everybody in this house up. All right. Oh yeah, let's put this at 0. So you haven't seen Star play. Sorry about that. My cat really wanted to bother me. You haven't seen Star play. She essentially builds up reality counters. And then she can use these reality counters to play cards that would normally be in another character's deck. such as their allies, which would be as her using the rally stone to make them think that they're her friends, to stealing their abilities, which she does quite a few times in the comics, to creating her own upgrades, which she does a couple times, but they're more like light constructs. So let's pretend she's making her own light constructs. It makes sense. I like the character too. So that being said, I got him set up as well. He's got the energy shield first, so he's got retaliate. Let's roll on into this then. I will use this to get suit up, to get Oswald, and I really don't know what upgrade I would need because I've got the two big ones. Don't think I have another. Oh, sidekick. Duh. What am I even thinking? Do I play anything but Oswald and sidekick right now? I don't think I do. One, two, three for Oswald, and this for sidekick. Now watch me immediately lose Oswald. Part of the reason I built the deck the way I did is to account for the fact that his obligation will get rid of Oswald. Well, it'll attach it to it, and then I have to play two events. I have to play events to get the paintbrush on both sides, and then yeah, and then I can get him back. But it'd be in my hand, but I'd lose all the upgrades. I'll lose sidekick, namely. Let's attack for 2. And Oswald now has 5 hit points, so he can afford to. Oh wait, there's a. Yeah, let's attack. Oswald is not attacking to get retaliated against. Not happening. That'll end Mickey's turn. Over here. Switch my discard pile for superpower. I think I have one in there. Let's do that. Yeah, good idea. So I'm not going to play it yet because you'll have any counters on the reality. She requires some build-up. So let's one, damn it, 2 to get her combat training in. So she now has 3 attack. This will be better when I have a target for it. Sorry, Phil. Oh, lag there again. All right, so I have 3 attack, so I'm just going to hit him for 3 and get retaliated for 1. And save everything else. That'll end my turn. Depth focus. Good card. This is another excellent card to have in my hand. Man, I got some cards in my hand that I kind of need. 2, 3, 4, 5. What I got? I got Gus, which is actually good because that allows me to get Oswald faster. So 1, 2 attacks for base 1, and I'm just going to take this. Fuck you. 3, 4. Attack Star. Star does not have defense cards in her hand. She's going to take it. She can take some damage. If you're in hero form, the villain attacks again. So it is 1 damage and then 1 damage. But yeah, first player. Assault, the villain attacks again. Okay. Mickey's got a block this time. 2. Oh god, 2 damage. And then when revealed, either take 2 damage or place 1 threat. She'll take 2. Over here. Well, good news is I got something to laser eye. I was going to play Living Nightmare, because that is kind of like the card to play here. But I'm going to Laser Eyes to start building up some of these. So defeat this. For each one of excess damage, I get a reality counter. So 3. Which means that now when I start getting cards that I can play these, I have 3 counters to play or use. I want to get the Depth Focus in, but low, I do not have what I need for it. Oh yeah, I played Superpower, so I can deal 1 damage to an enemy. So him. I will then attack for 3 damage. And I take 1 back. And what do I need to get rid of this? Energy mental. Well, she's only got energy. End turn. To Mickey, who is going to be flipping down. Because he's kind of fucked right now. 1. 2. Sorry, Hawkeye. 3 for Gus. I will be flipping. Oswald doesn't have a target right now, so do I want to flip my paintbrush? Not right now. There's no real reason to. That'll end his turn. Oops, wrong button. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because Mickey got his ass completely kicked. Walking on sunshine. Oh. 1, 2, attacks. I still don't. I refuse to draw defense cards. I will. Do I defend? Do I defend? I do not. For 1 damage. Schemes for 2. So we are in the next stage. Gets another weapon. Alright. This ends. Guard. Well, he's an asshole. I almost gave him toughness. Wow, we're really game on this. This goes over here. What do we got? What do we got? Energy fist, energy mental, energy fist, energy mental. I'm going to I'm going to attack with Oswald. So there's the 1 damage and then retaliate. I'm going to heal. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. I will reinforce suits. And then inspired to play first aid on myself. Flip. Actually, yeah. I have paint side, so I can remove threat from his scheme. How many events did I play this round? Was it just that one, really? Oh yeah, I played an upgrade. That's right. I can paint the town and confuse an enemy, which will allow star, but do I want to do that with... Yeah, you know what? Let's paint the town. Move the 1 threat from a scheme. I am on paint side, right? So I can confuse an enemy, which will allow star to flip down. Speaking of which, star. It's her turn. One for deft focus. I need to get this out. I really need to get this out. I'm going to flip. And do I heal now? No, actually what I'll do is in hero form, I will attack for 3 on this butthole. And then I will flip. Oh, and then I'll actually attach this to him as well. All right. Ready, draw 4. Ready, draw 5. 3, 4, 5. Kalu. 1, 2. Attacks Mickey. 2 off the machine gun. And then the regular attack, which is a base of 2. Mickey will defend. It is not an undefended, so nothing happens and no damage. Schemes, but is confused. And then schemes for 1. Counter. Game. Give him a tough status. And this. Alright. First player moves here. I hate doing this. Well, I'm not really, but I will heal for 5. Flip. And I actually don't have any fucking attack. I can't afford anything. I do have a defense, though. Yeah. What's my thing here? Oh, yeah, I can search my pile for superpower and add it to my hand. Let's do that real quick. Well, is a superpower event? Nope, superpower card. Let's get this. Then I flip. I will. So how do I use this again? Exhaust this or remove 2. She gets base power. After your turn begins, remove 1, reallocate it from each. Okay. I will spend Walking on Sunshine, so I like that. So, oh, I have to have 4 reality counters to do this one. Do I do this one then? What's the other superpowers I have here? I like that. Laser Eyes, which flat out kill an enemy for me. Maybe I just grab Laser Eyes and kill Murder Eyes something here. Nope. Yeah, you know what? Let's grab Good Idea. I will then depth focus into Good Idea. So choose a card in my event deck and remove counters from the reality zone equal to its cost. So I can do, what do I have here? I have Aerial, so this would be 8 damage. Just completely tenderize something. Let's Supersonic Punch. So I remove 2 counters. And deal 8 damage to an enemy. Let's knock this guy out before he can do anything here. That is not a basic attack, so I don't get that. That will end her. Oh, wait. Okay, I have to place him. All right. Oh, wait, that's just her turn. Haha. Just kidding. She's not finished. Or the round's not finished. Okay, cool. So I have the defense here. I'm going to spend 2 for clue. I search top 5 cards of my event. Or my deck for an event, excuse me. Get ready. Add it to my hand, right? So let's grab this. Oh, bad game. Or starts game with a blank text box. Okay. What do I have in my resources? A little bit of everything, huh? I'm extremely tempted to just energy fist, energy mental. I don't have enough for that. Energy and a fist to get rid of this. And then I have nothing but mental in my damn hand. Kalu will remove 1. Oswald will remove 1. Yeah, end turn. All right. 1, 2. Attacks. Machine gun first for 2. And then attacks. Let's take the damage. So this is 3 damage. I'm going to spend 1 to nope it. Display the top card of the encounter deck, and I get 2 reality counters. And then I take 2 damage from this butthole. Attacks Epic Mickey, the machine gun, for 1 damage. Then he attacks me. Oh, Clue should have a damage on him. Clue's going to block it for 2. So he did. He did. Thanks, Clue. Encounter, encounter. Dividend schemies. I'm getting some high value damn things happening. And then this comes out, he quick strikes me for 2. And then it is Epic Mickey's turn. Epic Mickey might have to flip face down. All right, what do I got here? Canvas. I do have 5 resources in my hand to play Spectrum, but she would get the all of the above thing on it. That would actually not be that bad. Do I do that? I think I want to play Spectrum. But at the same time, getting blank canvas to place status cards and everything. Which one's the one where he does not take consequential? Status card. Then he gets the additional attack and all that stuff when he's against somebody with blank. So instead, I hate to do this. I hate to do this to you, Spectrum. I had a hand where I could have done that. Like canvas, I will remove 2 threats. I'm on paint side, so I will stun the villain, stun the jet trooper, and is it 3 different enemies? Oh no, you can. Oh, it's place them on 3. Okay, I'm gonna confuse the villain then too. I need to get rid of that. What do I have in my hand? I do have the wild. Then I also the paint. Do I have a wild and a mental resource? Yeah, let's do that. Let's get rid of this fucking attachment. Kind of hate doing that, but I need to get rid of the retaliate at some point. I'm going to actually I'm going to flip. Oswald will attack the villain, which will knock off his toughness. Take nothing from this. I have no consequential when attacking anybody with a status. I will heal 3. And end his turn to star. Oh, wait. Yeah, it is. Oh, yeah, nope, that's right. Precision Strike would not be a bad idea. So would Pitchback, for that matter, not be a bad idea. I will attack the Hydra Shock Trooper for 3 damage. Or the Hydra Soldier, excuse me. I heal 2. I get an encounter. I will then use Precision Strike to pitch back the villain for 4. Also, because I defeated an enemy with a basic attack, I can take a damage and draw a card, which didn't really matter. I just took a damage to have another card in my hand. All I hear is these are both good cards to get in play. That will end her turn. 3. Ooh, I'm still 1 short. I need to get her suit. Her suit's not out, and that gives me free reality counters. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. 1, 2. Confused and no scheme. Stunned. Encounter and encounter. 1, 2, 3, 4. The villain in each minute engaged with me attacks me. So the machine gun procs first for 1 damage. And then he attacks me. Do I defend? Nah. 2 damage. Yep, there it is. I reveal it every time. It's never a boost card. It is never a boost card. Alright, first player on to star. So the good news is that if I defeat this side scheme, then I can get Oswald. This is gone from the game, and then I can just try and re-grab it. Alright, what do I do here? I'm going to suppressing fire on that. Actually, do I want to? I don't have enough to get an upgrade. I want OL like that, but I don't have anything for it. I'm going to bombs away with myself. So I'll deal 3 damage to this guy, which will heal me by 2. And 3 damage to the villain. I will then flip down and grab a shiny new superpower. And grab Nope. That is a good card to help build up my counters. Yeah. Mickey. Well, I'm going to heal. 1, 2, 3. Flip. Oh, shit. First aid doesn't proc with Gust. I will then spend 1/2 to Stroke of Genius to deal 3 damage to an enemy. That's not where damage goes. I then ready a character I control. And because I'm in paint, I stun an enemy. I will then flip my paintbrush. And I'll spend 3 to Stroke of Genius. That's actually an extremely fortunate hand. Deal 3 damage to an enemy. Oh, wait, I don't have a minion to resolve Thinner against. Oh, I don't get him back yet. Oh, no. Oh, shit ass. I don't get pushed aside out yet. Damn it. Well, actually, before I play Stroke of Genius, let me remove 2 threat, and then Stroke of Genius readies me, and then I'll remove 2 threat. I will then get activated against for 2 damage. Or for no damage, actually. What am I doing? He's stunned. Yeah, I don't get Oswald yet. Fuck me, man. That's gonna end their turns. 4 cards for Star. Still don't have a fucking suit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, 1, 2. Schemes against Star. This might send it to the next one. Nope, not yet. 1, 2. And then attacks Mickey. He's gonna take it for 2 damage. Encounter and encounter. I'm an alter ego, so I get confused. Oh, pushes it. It's my favorite one. Woo! And then this guy. All right. Do I have events? I do. Oh wait, he attacked me, right? I could have brushed it off, but I wouldn't have had an attachment to resolve this against at the time. Yeah, so either way, I still wouldn't have had it. All right, what do I do here? I will make the call with Power of Leadership to get Kalu. All right. I search top 5, all 1 card. If it's an event, it goes in my hand. It's not. That's fine. Because I played this and I'm on thinner side, I deal 1 damage to an enemy. So we're gonna hit him for 1. I flip this. I then spend 3 for blank canvas to stun. I can place any statuses, so him, I'll get a tough. I'll give a confuse and a stun. And oh, I also forgot that I can remove 2 threat from a scheme or deal 2 damage to an enemy. Let's knock him in the next stage. That also resolves a paint and thinner, so he's gone forever. I will then deal 3 damage to the flame soldier. And that will end Mickey's turn. Yes. All right. On to Ripley Ryan. She'll heal 5. I will get a superpower back. What do I want here? Laser Eyes is not a bad idea. So too is the defense card. Let's get Laser Eyes for the next time one of these little buttholes comes up. All right, Flipper. So I can get an ally for 3 turns. Actually, while I'm still down, 1, 2, to finally get Walking on Sunshine out. I will. Why did I make that hero only? I guess I can't draw a card from that. I'll use Walking on Sunshine and Show of Hands to place 2 reality counters. I will flip. I will then. Do I use Good Idea? I think I use Good Idea. Oh, yeah, I forgot to set us hit points, which is. What's this? As hard as nails out here. Did I just like grab the wrong card on accident at some point? 30 hit points, right? Or 28. 28. In that case, I know just the thing. I will. Good Idea into. Oh, yeah, I need to get his machine gun back as well. I can swing a web kick. Let's swing a web kick him. So this will do 1, 2, 3, 8 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That will. Oh, what am I doing? I can keep this because I keep forgetting to have Depth Focus. And then I played a superpower card as well, so that also deals 1 damage. Or removes 1 threat, but will do 1 damage. Actually, let's remove the 1 threat. She's confused. She's going to have a harder time dealing with threat mitigation to help out. That'll end their turn. 3 cards. Finally. Fucking finally. 1. Get your encounter card. Oh, man. Do I have his defense card? I do not. I cannot just get rid of this shit ass. All right. 1, 2. Goes to attack Mickey, but is stunned. Attack Star. Machine gun first. 2 damage. And then. Yeah, let's just. 3 damage base. I do have my defense. I'll just take it. 4 damage. I will pay 1 to nope it. So take no damage. And then top card, I get 1 reality counter. Boo is here and here. Attached to him. Alright, he's starting to get out of control. Each Hydra minion attacks you. So each player gets a new friend. They do not reveal, so let's just get Hydra Bombers all around. Nice, easy punks to beat up on. Villain schemes, confused. So suck on that. All right. My suit. So I'm out 4 attack. Exhaust to get 2 counters. All right, all right. Finally, I do not have resources to play this though. Let's just kill this Hydra Bomber on me. That sucks. Oh wait, I should have an extra card in my hand because I noped and got counters. I do have 2 resources now. Let's actually spend this and this to laser eyes the other guy. So 5 damage, and I get 3 more counters. Which means I am now wholly set up for when I start getting more of these superpowers. I could have also taken a damage and drawn a card. I forgot about that. Mickey Mouse. The House of Mouse. Oswald is in hand. So is Maria Hill, but she's not great right now. I will spend... Actually, I might need Paint the Town. Where we at 3? I need 1 of everything to get rid of these exosuits. So I don't have a fisty. Do not have a fist. And the other one needs a fist too, doesn't it? Yeah, mental fist. Shit ass. I don't have enough for spectrum, so we're just going to paint. I can confuse an enemy. And then flip down and heal. Let's use side by side to paint the town. And remove... Actually, do I want... Yeah, let's remove 2. Confuse an enemy. I will then attack for 2 and flip down and get myself a hand next turn. That will end my turn. Did I want to get rid of any of these? No, because he's got first turn, Summary Hill's not bad. Yeah. And 5 cards here. Laser Eyes again. And resources. And Precision Strike. She can absolutely just heal herself. Alright. 1, 2. Attacks. Machine gun. 2 damage. And then the actual attack, which is at a base of 4. I do not have nope, so I'm going to actually defend. So 3 damage. Nothing else, right? This just makes it ranged. Yeah. And then schemes, but is confused. Encounter and encounter. Oops, I need an acceleration as well. Quick strike, but oh shit, I'm not an alter ego. That's the other character. Villain schemes. Okay, 4. All right, Mickey Mouse. What's the house going to do here? I'm going to heal for 3. I will... Everything in my hand is extremely good right now. Everything in my hand is extremely good. Flip. One. Two for a stroke of genius. I will deal 2 damage. Or 3 damage, excuse me. Yeah, 3 damage. And stun an enemy. I have clue for a chump block. I do not have resources for anything else in my hand. That sucks. End of turn. Over here, I will suppressing fire. Let's overpay here. Overpay for precision strike to deal 2 damage. I will then energy to laser eyes to deal maximum damage. This does 4 excess damage. This procs and gives me my last card. And this guy's dead. And I heal 2. And if I flip, we lose. Actually, we lose anyways because I can't remove threat. Why didn't I? What did I do with him? Oh yeah, he should have readied. That's right. He was supposed to ready. And then he was removing 2. I forgot that that's what I was intending to do. I still cannot flip Star though, because he's going to get 3 and then he's got a base of 3 anyways. So she needs to stay up. Yeah. End player phase. Not a lot of threat removal between these two. Over here. 1, 2. Yeah. Well, I was thinking about discarding a card. Actually, no, yeah, let's discard Spectrum. There. All right. 1, 2, 3. Attacks Epic Mickey, but is stunned. Attacks Star, but Clue will go in the way. Specifically, Epic Mickey will, but with Clue. So this misses on its damage and then attacks Clue for like 4 damage, 5 damage. And then encounters. I mean, hero. And then this gains surge and he gets attacked. He's got tough, but he has piercing. Want to block it. So that's 2 out of the 4, 5 damage. 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, and this actually would have been 1 to knock the tough off. And then he would attack for still the same result. And it surges over here. Discard a card from your play area that did not start in your deck. I don't have any. This card is discarded instead. I'm in hero form. Stuns me. Well, shit on me. Deal 1 damage to my hero. Everybody gets a Hydra Minion again. Not the Jet Trooper. Where's that little pathetic pooter? There we go. Over here. She still can't flip down. She can't attack. She can't do anything. Suppressing fire. When I attack to knock the stun off, I'm going to spend 1 and I forget this all the time. So I'm going to spend 1 and 2 to laser eyes. Deal 5 damage to an enemy. So this one, get 3 reality counters, and I heal 2 damage. I will then spend Hall of Heroes on Good Idea to let's molecular decay. So I lose 3. Deal 5 damage to an enemy, and then discard the top 2, and then deal 1 additional to that enemy. So 5 damage to the boss. This is gone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I cannot do anything else. I will spend 1, 2. I'm not going to defeat him, and brush it off might be the best way to get rid of one of these two. So Oswald, you're sacrificed. If I get a card that brings you back, blank canvas. Currently on paint side, so I do I move 2 or do I? Because it's about to get 3. Yeah, we have to do that. Move 2. Then I will stun. I will stun. And I will confuse. Actually, I do need him attacking. Yeah, I do need him attacking Epic Mickey. So, oh, and after I play that, I will then flip this to thinner. Because with thinner, I can use this to get rid of one of these. That's going to be big. I'm unfortunately exhausted. And turn. This is coming down to the wire. This is what happens when you're not playing any characters that are really good at thwarting against an enemy that has ridiculously small main schemes. All right. 1, 2, 3. Attacks Star, but is stunned. Attacks Epic Mickey. Epic Mickey will take it. He'll take it. This is base 4. This is when I would take damage, right? Holy shit. That'd be enough to kill me. I could end it right now. I will prevent 3 damage. So I take 4 damage. And then I get rid of the exosuit. And I'm going to flip this. And then this guy's stunned. Encounter and encounter. Will I win this? Look at this little punk. No one attacks me. Well, this is going to be a base of 3, so I'm going to have to block it. Oh, I take 1 damage. Just 1 damage. Over here. Spend 2 to stroke a genius to deal 3 damage to the villain. It readies me. I'm in paint form, so I stun an enemy. Guess who? I will then remove 2 threat. I mean, it's over. This is completely over. Thank God. But it is completely over. Star spends 2 on soaring attack acrobatics. And use this to good idea. I'm just fucking around now. To remove 2 threat from main, which I don't actually do because I'm confused. I will then attack for 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 damage on the villain. I can't remove anymore. All right, 54-minute match. All right. Star's still in a pretty good damn spot. I like her. Nobody else likes her. I like her. Of course, nobody else knows who the hell she is. Hint, hint, she is the current wielder of the Reality Stone. I used to think she's still the current. That was 2025 when that comic series came out. I haven't honestly looked to see if they've done anything with her since then. This is the last game for Epic Mickey I'm playing. Because I do want to move on to other decks while I have time. So let's go ahead and go through his cards and give my final thoughts on him. If you've watched any of the last two videos, you know I've not been very high on Epic Mickey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 14, 16. Okay. So I think that my deck worked a bit better than the Precon. I didn't have Oswald out of the game for the entire time, but honestly, here's the thing with Oswald, right? As I go through these cards and rate them and everything like that. Let's start with the man himself, Oswald. You feel inclined to build a Voltron deck with him. I think that the way how I played it, where I played like a semi Voltron deck, because I had other cards. Um, Monica Rambeau is an excellent ally who I had an opportunity to play, but I just opted not to. You feel like you want to Voltron him. He, 3-3-1-1. He's perfectly fine. I don't think he's strong. I don't think he's a big deal. He's just fine. I thought I would want to run through him more, but I just really couldn't get around to it. So I don't think he's worth it. Push Aside ruins all Voltron decks. It was more valuable for me that once Push Aside came out and got rid of Oswald, that uh, Oswald was useless after that because I didn't have the attachments anymore. Which means it's doing what it should do. Obligations should feel like a hindrance to what you're doing. It certainly fucking feels like it. I just think Oswald's kind of like in the middle area. He's not weak. He's not strong. He's just kind of there. Paintbrush is just paintbrush. It's just a enabler for cards. I honestly feel with the Epic Mickey and Mickey, I think his alter ego is completely fine as it is. I feel like he could honestly do with another ability on him. He feels, as a hero, he feels weak. And his deck doesn't lend itself to playing justice or aggression, really. You could kind of play justice, but it's not really that good. So he's not going to get stat boosts. Which should be fine. He's a 2/2/2. He's got 6 total power on him, but he's not going to get too many chances to get extra hit points unless you pack endurance. Um, I honestly think that as he is right now, even as a 2/2/2, he kind of feels a little bit weak. He could probably use an ability that actually does something other than resolving the paintbrush. Um, Gus. Gus is completely fine. We've had the talk before. It's weird that he does not have a printed resource. I know Craig has commented on my videos talking about he's going to bring some changes in. This should probably be one of them. The fact that he doesn't have that. I haven't looked at the entire comment, honestly. I probably can right now. Let me look. Because he's been commenting on my YouTube. What's this one say? Gus should have a resource icon wild. I don't know how he missed it. Oh, okay. If I'd actually read that entire comment beforehand, I probably would have implemented him within a wild. But either way, I mean, even with a wild resource on him, you kind of want to put him in play. He's just a really good card. Paint the Town. I love Paint the Town. That's probably my favorite card in this entire deck. It is the only card that every time I see it, I'm like, I need to play this card. Um, yeah. Color Theory is useless to me. It's a wild resource. That's what Color Theory is to me. There are so few turns where you're really going to get a lot out of this. Um, yeah, it's a wild resource to me. Um, Brush It Off. I actually really like Brush It Off. I would definitely say it's one of the better cards in his deck. Yeah, Brush It Off to me is another one of those absolutely strong must play cards. Stroke of Genius is a good card. I don't think it's overly powerful or anything like that, but it is a perfectly fine and good card. 2/3 for a stun is pretty good, pretty damn good. But yeah, that's where I stand on that. And Blank Canvas is I'd say this is good too. Like this is the thing with Epic Mickey is he has no cards except for Color Theory that really feel useless. Um, where he struggles is a lot of these are high cost. Like Gus could probably be two. He's not he's not doing overly too much to where two probably is not a bad idea for his resource cost. Blank Canvas is a perfectly fine card. And 3 status cards of any type go anywhere. It's not a bad deal. Where Epic Mickey struggles is thinner. Um, I do not value, and from what I've seen from other people, the value is definitely on paint. Not so much on blanking text boxes. The only card in this set that thinner is a really good option for is Brush It Off. Um, this is the only one that I see that is excellent for thinner. Um, However, the paint ability on it is equally as good. Just stun an enemy. Um, Thinner feels underwhelming compared to paint. I don't see the purpose in really ever flipping to thinner unless there's an attachment out and I need to brush it off. That's the only time I ever want to go thinner. I say as a big dude, I don't want to be thin. Overall, as I think I said this before, but I'll reiterate it. Epic Mickey has a really good premise to it. Um, Not a lot of people go out of their way to make a character that feels like it should be classified as like a truly support type character. So it's nice and refreshing to see that. He feels incomplete and he feels like he's lacking in some areas. Um, I do not think he can hold his own against like above average difficulty enemies if you're playing him solo. I don't think he has that ability to him. He doesn't have the damage output and the threat removal that characters usually need to do that. He is utterly reliant on getting allies out to do that for him, or at least alongside of him. Um, so I think that he is at his best with leadership. Um, the good news with him is that if you play a Voltron for Oswald geared Voltron deck, he does not feel like he takes too much of a backseat to Oswald. But then again, Oswald also doesn't feel like he's an overly strong character, and Epic Mickey is not all that strong himself. So they're both kind of there. Um, would I? What are the grading things on this again? Let me open up Discord and pull that thing up. It's disappeared, hasn't it? No, there it is. Epic Mickey by Cross 74 IG. Aesthetics, does it look good? It looks fine for the most part. You got some blurrier images um, that should probably be run through like an AI upscanner. Um, and you got some cards that, as it stands right now, I know that you're going to fix these, but there are some cards, your paintbrush especially, that is not going all the way to the bottom. You can see right there on the picture, it's not going to the actual framing. Actually, I think that's the only card that does that. Or there's just like some resolution blurriness on some other cards. Um, what is the next thing? Theme. The theme is really good. It's got a really, really good theme, and it follows it very precisely. Materials, everything's there. I'd still recommend for when you do make some fixes to include an insert anyways. Um, Always assume that the person playing your deck is a damn idiot. Um, it never hurts to just put an insert in there. Um, Mechanics, does it have creative mechanics? I mean, yeah, I mean, mechanics are creative. It's pretty unique. Um, Everything seems correctly worded, except for the thing that I pointed out before with the setup. It is, again, just to beat it into the ground. And when you have a setup right here, you say put paintbrush into play under your control. Uh, Paint side up, or is that, I've already forgotten. What's that turd's name? Vision's a good one to go to. Um, put your put your paintbrush upgrade into play. Paint side face up, so not face up, side face up. Um, what's the next one? Balance. This is where he starts falling apart. He feels very weak. That is the byproduct of creating a character that is mainly going to be support. Um, I feel like he is underwhelming in 1 and 2 player games, and I feel like he has a bit more to him in 3 and 4 player games. Just not with the Justice deck that I played him with when I played with S Factor and Kogahan. Um, he is he feels weak. Um, yeah, and Oswald is not strong enough to make up for his weakness. You kind of have to rely on the deck that you build to carry him. Uh, if you build a strong enough deck with him, he is better, but he is himself just not strong. Fun factor. This is a tough one because I think the mechanics that I mentioned earlier are pretty fun. Um, Flipping your paintbrush to generate new strategies is a mechanic that I enjoy. I just don't think that what I'm getting out of some of it is worth it. As I said before, thinner doesn't feel great. Um, there are improvements that you can make. I don't know where I'd start though, honestly. This is one of those weird things where I say that I feel there are improvements that can be made, and I just don't know what the improvements could be off the top of my head. But there are improvements that can be made to make them feel more fun. Um, he's kind of lagging a little bit in that, mostly because of his balance issues. Would I recommend him for cast seal? Not right now, no. I think he is some tweaks away from being a worthy product, so to speak. He's got the bones there. It's just not completely formed. Um, Yeah, that's where I stand in it. Um, yeah. That being said, you've got a really good structure to work with here. Oh yeah, I forgot about his dudes. Oh yeah, this is the other balance thing. I've said it before. His minions are rough. Um, they are they these guys probably shouldn't have toughness. Especially with him having toughness and him having villainous. That is a minion set on your nemesis that is just brutal. Also, another thing you can do is when you import side schemes, this is just for the future. If you go to custom and press sideways, it'll automatically let the viewer look at it sideways. You should always do that. Um, yeah, that's another thing hurting this deck is this is a pretty damn strong nemesis set. It is overwhelmingly strong against Mickey Mouse because Mickey Mouse is not that strong. Um, that being said, I'm gonna go in and end it there. It is 3:51 in the morning. My sleep schedule is not quite yet back to where it was before, so I'm actually very damn tired. So have a good morning slash night slash day wherever you may be. Remember to take care of yourself because it is a dangerous world out there. If you're watching this video on YouTube, please like, comment, and subscribe. I will do my best to respond to what you're saying. If not in the comments, then at least in the next video. Um, yeah, that being said, I'm out of here. I'm going to go to sleep. Ciao.